effect.
We can make the switch. YouTube it up.
YouTube is the best place to see us anyway.
Oh yeah.
Hello, happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome back, my fellow Bitcoiners, to the Gentlemen of Crypto episode 30.
3-0, baby.
3-0. I'm King.
I'm Bitcoin Zay, and we are bridging the gap between cryptocurrency and the community.
That was really pretty smooth right there, though. Y'all see how smooth we getting it? Here we go.
Oh yeah.
Listen, wait till we get like a teleprompter in here. Y'all don't even understand. Listen. Oh, another Bitcoin shirt. What? Bitcoin shirt. Let me throw this down for him. I didn't even see this one before.
Yeah. I got a few in the stash.
Antonio?
What's up, Tonio?
What's up, Zero Data?
Got a few in the stash.
George Hicks, what's going on?
Every time I go around Hollywood, everybody asks, let's see, Bitcoin shop. I'll put the link.
In the house.
I'll put the link in today's video.
Yeah, we'll put the link for that in. There's some other link. We know we got to put links in videos. We see it. We see it all. We got it. We're going to put them in there.
Yeah, we'll put it in there.
We're going to have an assistant in here in no time, all right?
And I'm going to be selling my own soon. So
I was going to say, we actually need to just do it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, welcome back. A lot going on. We've saw in the past 24 hours. Top story. If you've been with us, looking at our tweets and stuff since early this year, when we first called out this exchange we're about to call out again, you will know that while they're the best right now, we haven't always been too pleased with them. And that is Bittrex.
Oh yeah.
What's going on with Bittrex right now?
Oh yeah.
Shit-trex, somebody say. I gotta repeat it.
It's blowing up a lot online with Bittrex. The fiasco that happened with unverified accounts. Like apparently, if you haven't heard,
what's up, Steven?
Thousands of accounts just got shut down overnight. Mostly based in Syria, Iran, Middle East countries for some odd reason. And there are also accounts that were verified and people can't have access to it.
Crypto Jack.
Oh yeah, hey, what's going on, Crypto Jack? And then people were calling them out on Slack. People were trying to contact them through support. Nobody was picking up.
Which we've actually reported on all these type of things with Bittrex before.
We told you. I mean, you can have a good exchange, but you have to be able to see the fault in them so you're prepared in case something like this happens. Because boom, overnight people wake up. I heard one guy had 50K or something like that.
Yeah, it's some high value accounts.
High value. I mean, I'm sure some six-figure people like, what's going on? But overnight that happened, and right now nobody really knows what's going on. The silence right now is crazy. They haven't really put out a statement.
Well, they added a new coin. Oh. So that to me that's a disrespect. No,
yeah, they're trying to keep them people in poverty. Yeah. Yeah, but they added a coin. Yeah,
they added a coin and just ignored everything else like it's not happening. So.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but I did see one theory. They said
it's only 1%
affected. Yeah,
hey, I wouldn't want to be one at 1% though.
But if it was you, everybody always says, "Oh, it's only those people." But when it's you, then all of a sudden it's a different problem. But I heard one theory that on the different exchanges, there may have been something that went wrong with Bittrex fees, where they actually dumped. I
saw that and dumped
all of it at the same time. Yeah, because all the coins on their exchange dumped in price, but all the coins that were not on their exchange that were on other ones did pretty fine. And there's a theory out there, a guy was trying to prove that they may have had a bug and dumped it. I mean, it's just another thing in the line of what may have happened, but either way, don't keep all your Bitcoin on exchanges, period.
We're talking about Bittrex right now, Antonio.
Bittrex, yeah.
Well, I will say, the good thing about this whole, good thing about what's happening right now, all it's doing is speeding up those developers who are working on decentralized exchange. We're talking today, there's many right now. By this time next year, there will be 2 primary decentralized exchanges we are all using, more than likely. Because, I mean, right now with Bittrex, same with Polo, the biggest issue really is the customer support. Yeah. Like, that's what they do now. I've talked to people there. They really don't understand it. I've said it here before. It's a bunch of coders and developers who, because of their coding developing abilities, they've been able to amass a lot of money, turn to the bank.
Smart.
They're smart people, but they do not know how to operate a business. Yeah. I keep telling people that is night and day difference with being a smart guy or being a multi-millionaire or billionaire or whatever you are. Being a business person is something totally different. They don't know how to operate a business. So you see it with stuff like this where they're like, well, don't worry, guys, it's less than 1%. Like, really?
Yeah,
if it didn't, my question is, if it didn't make, what was it, Cointelegraph or something, or CoinDesk? If it didn't make, that article didn't make Cointelegraph, would the people at Bittrex have said anything? Yeah. That's my question. Yeah. If it wasn't on the front page of the crypto news, would they have said anything? Yeah. And I don't think they would. So and I think that's a big issue.
I mean, it shows the strength of the crypto community because in cryptocurrency, if something happens, everybody's talking about it. Right. And then once you get kind of in that bubble, you see it enough where it's like, yeah, you got to see what's going on with this. And people, you know, they have their own private groups or whatever to figure out stuff that happens ahead of time. But you gotta understand, some of these exchanges are more private than you. So if they do something, it just happens, and you gotta deal with it. So yeah, just be prepared. Like you said, somebody said 1% could turn to 50%
real quick.
They could make up a reason. They could say,
"What's the girl? Hey, listen, this is Mr. Pink. All right, he's one of our show sponsors here." Somebody asked, "What was the?" If Mr. Pink's watching, somebody asked, "What's the girly energy drink is about?" He's doing this thing out here in on the West Coast, so
yeah. We'll pull out some more once they can get some sponsors.
Yeah, right.
Some more,
We'll probably have all types of little gadgets and gadgets.
Yeah,
All right, next up though. All right, so Bittrex, like we said, don't keep all your money on exchange, people. Right now, unfortunately, there is not like a #1 exchange. We get asked all the time. What's up, Justin?
Hey, what's up, Justin?
Bitcoin vegan. We get asked all the time, what's the best exchange and stuff. And we tell people, Coinbase for beginners. We have a low amount of money. More advanced is Kraken, Bittrex now, but again, people, there is not a #1 exchange that has everything on it that's great. Yeah, Kraken isn't bad. It just isn't for beginners. But you're right, decentralized. It isn't bad. So there isn't a good exchange right now, people. It sucks, but it's not one. Once we get the decentralized exchanges up and running and fully going at it, then we'll have a lot more options. So I look forward to that. Let's see, what else is going on?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Somebody monopolize it if it was. Yeah,
for real. All right, let's talk about Ripple and Swift. Cybos and Swell. Of course, they both built up the hype machine, got their prices up, and wow, you talking about landing flat on your face day one from both of them? I mean, we put it out there right. We were never like, we're bullish in a sense of if banks and all these big businesses are going to adopt it, then price will go up.
Yeah.
But as far as it like being the go-to move in the industry, no, they're centralized.
Yeah.
But instead of highlighting the things that they've done themselves the first day, both Ripple and Swift decide to take knocks at Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. Like they spent their whole first day talking about everything else but Ripple and Swift.
Yeah.
I mean,
which that just shows you the power of Bitcoin. Everybody's looking up. Everybody's punching up to Bitcoin. Like, oh yeah, they're not as good as us. We'll do it as better, but nah.
Everybody is scared. I mean, and we got dinosaur of the day off this one, didn't we?
Oh,
Who's the dinosaur of today?
Well, Bernanke.
He sounds familiar.
Yeah, he's a very familiar name because he also said there wasn't a housing crisis.
Oh wait, was this the guy back in 2008 in charge of all the money in the United States?
Yeah, everything's fine, guys.
Who not only bailed out big banks and paid them their bonuses that following year, but now he's telling people that Bitcoin's dead or something.
Well, this is what he said. He said the same thing every other person who's making
every
money
other dinosaur has said.
Yeah, blockchain is great, but Bitcoin isn't going to go anywhere. And it's amazing because they've said it so much now, it's to a point that if you hear them say something about blockchain technology, it's like they're admitting, yes, it's better technology, this is what we're going to use, but I can't talk about the competition. So, it's one of those things where, I mean, they toe the line. They don't actually come out and go against all of it. Yeah, they don't really have a backbone. Yeah. I mean, I actually respect Jamie Dimon more because he'll just say it from before, but then he switched as well. So it's like, I'd rather you just say it, double down on it. Somebody say Bitcoin's terrible and just keep saying it over and over. Everybody always switches, which is funny. But
I know the problem. Listen, people, I'm going to tell you all the real problems going on right now. I know it. You said you saw Madman before, right?
Oh, yeah.
We've all saw Madman, okay? These are all dinosaurs.
Brontosaurus.
What's one of the first things they used to do on the TV show Madman? They go to their desk, they pull out the little liquor, they throw it back. Listen, all these people are drunk, all right? I swear. They have to be going on stage drunk.
Yeah.
I mean, let me talk about CEO Godfrey Lebrant. You know me, I can care less anyway. But he is the Swift CEO. And he basically spent his whole time on stage talking about how bad Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies were. He was, I guess the background picture was a background picture of a Mongolian mining farm where he was trying to down that. And then after that photo went away, he brought up a photo of an image of tulip bulbs. And they said the audience erupted in laughter.
Yeah.
I am glad they all find it funny.
That nervous laughter. Hopefully, he's right. But somebody said shit scaredness. That's the disease they have. But yeah,
right. Somebody made it was a commenter on the article. It's Robert Robotronic. I'll try to get props out. Made a great comment. He says the CEO Godfrey Lebrant, whoever, he said he compares a flower bulb to a globally distributed immutable public ledger protected by a cryptographic proof of work, and all the other numbskulls laugh, nervous laughter. Is that not a spot on, like,
Yeah.
for the people who compare it to tulip bulbs? It's like you are talking about the future technology right now, and you're comparing it to a flower bulb.
Yeah.
And you want me to invest my money with you.
Yeah. That's what it's gonna come down to, because that's what people are gonna say when they walk into these investment firms. Is like, okay, so they're about to change the entire global financial system, and you telling me about tulip bulbs? All right, man, come on.
Like, what are we talking about right now?
Yeah.
We're talking about flowers?
Yeah, like it's amazing what people, the cognitive dissonance of, I know this will probably work, but I can't say it, so I won't say something stupid. I mean, that's basically what they say.
So not only did we have the CEO from Swift that spent his entire time on stage downplaying Bitcoin instead of telling us about Swift, we also had Ripple do the exact same thing as Swill, where they downplay all the digital assets. They were downplaying Bitcoin, Ethereum, every crypto out there. And then, of course, saying how great Ripple is, even though we haven't even used it yet. We have proof of work, proof of concepts. It hasn't been actually utilized.
Stellar has.
Stellar. So really Ripple. But all that showed me, not only, as a person who loves the space, but also as an investor. For one, not just us, it showed everybody. The price of both Swift and Ripple took a dip, yesterday. And I'm going to help it take a dip, because it's one thing for them to try to do their own thing. I was kind of with it, whatever. Hey, go after big banks. But now, since this and the official attack on Bitcoin and the like, I'm pulling out a crypto and Swift too. Like, I want to help these guys succeed. Like, no. I'll pull out a loss right now. Forget them. They're the only show in town.
As a trader, maybe, but they don't seem, I mean, they may do their thing, but right now it's a lot of better options, and decentralized exchanges are looking even better, as an investment than anything else. It's smart contract platform, so
they drinking Ripple.
They drinking Ripple.
Well, my thing is seriously crazy how for one, once again, for a conference for your product, you talked about another product first of all. Like you literally spent your time in the limelight speaking about another product, and then when you really look at it, it's like their verbiage, the language they're using, they're literally lying to people. They're like, well, you can do cross-border payments for cheap and all. I'm like, you can do that with Bitcoin. Like, what are you talking about? You can do it with Litecoin. You can do it with Dogecoin, to be honest. You can do it with so many coins. So for them to really have that, to have that as their talking point, like what they're doing is so revolutionary. Once again,
and those 100 bank partnersche is kind of shaky.
That's shaky too. Anyway, we talking about.
We'll have to get more into
credit
that.
union,
Some
Nowhereville.
Exactly.
But anyway, so that price slip. Unless they do something extraordinary today and tomorrow, I think that price is going to continue to slip. Like I said, you spent your first day talking about nothing. You had the guy who caused the housing crisis and paid off bankers as one of your main speakers. So once again, it was the first day. Maybe they're saving the big bang for later on today or tomorrow.
We just playing.
Can't see your stream. Oh, okay. iGo is probably jacking up Tina Boo. I'll fix it up later.
Well, I would say, Bitcoin price, people are taking profits. And that's the thing. You have to, whenever the market looks like it's doing nothing, aka the calm before the storm, that's usually when you want to get into alts, because if you see alts jumping 20-30%, probably too late. So this is the calm before the storm. Do your own research. Read about some of these alts that have taken a dip, but they, long term have good projection, because that money will flow in alts. Just historically, that's what happens, and the market cap is growing, so that's always an indicator that that money is about to flow into alts. So I mean, Neo has already started. OMG, it's looking good this morning. It's a lot of altcoins. Like I said, do your own research, but it's definitely not over. I mean, they're not gonna go down forever. There are definitely some coins out there that will, do some damage, over the next few months to year or so. So, anything in top 10 is what.
You said anything top 10 only? That's what I know some people that are like that, decentralized, are like top 10 only. And it's a good plan. You just buy and hold. But for traders, there's a lot of money to be made in alts at times. So. Profit wise for sure.
True.
All right, let's see what else we have besides that man. Oh, here's something good. We alluded to this before too, as far as putting government work or all this type of government secrets and all that on the blockchain. And it looks like Microsoft knew about that as well, because they beat everybody to the punch. It said revealed today at Microsoft's Government Cloud Forum 2017 in Washington D.C. The tech giant is launching Azure Government Secret, a service designed to provide government agencies better access to cloud computing. In doing so, Microsoft is opening the door to its blockchain offering along with its new service. allowing existing government cloud clients to access the Microsoft Azure blockchain and as a service suite. So basically, you start looking at military is a great function. When you talk about military secrets or classified, secret, top secret stuff, you can put it on the blockchain. For the military, I think it would be good in the sense of using it within the organization because it is way more secure than computers and all that, especially some of the old technology we have. But from a government standpoint, I really want to see it, so we can see what's going on behind closed doors. Finally,
so we won't have any more $21 trillion accounting errors.
Right.
You can kind of see where the money's flowing.
Exactly. To be able to see where the money's flowing, what's on what bill specifically, who said what, when, how, why.
Oh, yeah.
Throwing all that on the blockchain, I am all for it. I think it can't happen fast enough.
Yeah, public information, private citizens. Right. We should know everything. They shouldn't have to know everything about us.
Exactly. We should know just as much, if not more, about the NSA than they do us. Not the other way around, people.
And unfortunately, we probably won't unless something like this takes.
Never gonna happen.
Yeah, Nipsey Hussle getting some equity in Follow Coin. Yeah, I heard of it. We discussed it. Nipsey Hussle actually getting into ICO, which is cool. But at the same time, it's another coin, so we'll have to see what it does and basically Bitcoin from there, it'll follow because people have to get Bitcoin to buy into it. So it's good for the industry to start, but we're gonna try and get them on this Bitcoin ATM and get it moving with making Bitcoin payments. So yeah, we'll see.
Another thing that came out, so a couple of days old, where it was over the weekend, but the Julian Assange tweet, right? And what was he saying? Who is Julian for those people? What was he saying?
Well, Julian Assange, if you've heard of Wikileaks, he's the creator of Wikileaks. One of the people who have been basically kicked out of the country because of some of the secrets he's revealed. Some people like it, some people don't. Either way, as a private citizen or as a person that's self-sufficient, if you can't have access to money, so to say, you're kind of dead in the water. But he tweeted that Bitcoin allowed him and WikiLeaks to gain 50,000% since they started accepting it. So for those of you who, if you want to live a private life or if governments shut down something in some place, Bitcoin's still an option. It's a great example, probably the best example of, creating your own and having to go out on your own. But it puts a target on Bitcoin, but that target has been around, since 2012, I think they started using it. So, they've had the target, but if you know what you're doing, you're all good.
Well, once again, that's what made Bitcoin stronger, is that it has had a target on it for years now, and it's still pumping and doing its thing. But the other thing is, that's why cryptocurrency is so important, and one thing we always say is, like, the cat's out the bag. Whether it's Bitcoin at this point, Ethereum, whatever cryptocurrency it is, we're not going backwards. That is the key to remember. The decentralized way of life is moving forward, is forward thinking. And I can only imagine Julian Assange, WikiLeaks, whatever, they did let out some important stuff. It was some shady stuff going on. They let it out. And instead of welcoming it, people in power decided to restrict him and his company, and they basically tried to get rid of him by blockading him and basically sanctioning a person. And I don't see how that's legal. How is it legal to get every bank, to pressure every bank, big server? I think he mentioned PayPal in that tweet. He mentioned all these big money services, people that
they just shut you down.
That someone influenced to not allow him to move his money. So as you said, you're basically dead in the water. So when that option is being strung above, once again, all I want is crypto now. Because is that if I say something you don't like, you're gonna block all my banking, you're gonna take my money.
Exactly.
Like you're gonna freeze my accounts.
And that's what they've traditionally done. They freeze your accounts, take your money, they find out wherever you're at and subpoena them. You know what I mean? Like it's ridiculous. They've done that or tried to do it with a lot of people. But now people have another option. So hey,
so kudos. What do you say? 50,000% return.
50,000%.
50,000% return.
And somebody said, I think it was Jamal, quantum computing. Yes, quantum computing has been mentioned as something that can actually affect blockchain technology. When that will happen, or if it can happen, there are already quantum-resistant coins that are being built right now. I think IOTA's one, Max Coin. It's like a bunch that are coming out now. I believe Bitcoin can be upgraded to withstand quantum computing, but got a little while before that. So and they have a bunch of quantum resistant ledgers. So it's a lot of options. Max Coin is super old, but it's just the fact that there's a lot of them out there. And
another thing, it was funny. Well, not funny. It's actually pretty terrible they think like this. But once again, I think it was at the Ripple or Swell conference. I can't remember which one. They both were saying the same things. Like, they might as well have a conference in the same building. I see why it's at the same time now.
Yeah.
But they were mentioning something about how Bitcoin, they've already shown they can't execute X, Y, and Z for financial banks. They basically were saying that something about it doesn't work. It doesn't matter what, because the point was, for that I'm making, is like, how many years old is it? Calm down. Like
8 years old and all this. Oh, it's not state of the art yet.
Yeah, basically that's how they are. It was not state of the art. Yeah. And once again, it was either at Ripple or Swift. And regardless, it's like Ripple, you guys haven't even used yours yet. And Swift is like, you're getting, like, you're old. Yeah. You're old.
I'm about to be out of here.
Yeah, y'all on the way out. So that was interesting as well. But another big story coming out, it says 500 million users have been affected every month by pirates to mine cryptocurrency. We've been talking about this a lot more. It looks like it's a lot larger than we would think. They're saying AdGuard has suggested that over 220 sites are actively and mostly secretly doing it, affecting over 500 million users a month. We talked about this. Once again, people,
it's happening.
It's happening.
Yeah.
This is, I mean, we're in the space, so make sure you're checking out. Your computer start getting hot, and all you're doing is surfing Twitter or something. You should know something's up. Check that background website or whatever.
Yeah, because they've been doing it for Monero, Zcash, Bitcoin. They've been doing it in the background. So check your processes on your computer. If you log into some unsecured sites, check your processes in the background. And if you see some stuff that shouldn't be there, delete it, stop it.
This is getting crazy.
Yeah, because they're mining. I mean, it's a gold rush. People are trying to get any way they can.
That's how bad Bitcoin is and how it doesn't work. That people are willing to take over entire websites to mine it. You say, can VPN stop that?
No, it depends on your browser. Yeah. So
Chrome is the best one right now, people.
Yeah, and I would say Brave is good. It's still working out kinks, but Brave blocks, ad blocks. It's pretty great for security. So you're all good with
revenue
that.
streams. Yep.
Yeah, Brave browser will be dope. They still got some humps to get over though, but Chrome is pretty much already there. You just gotta make sure you're Chrome's the best
Showtime.
Right
we report on that one. They're
Sandbox.
Showtime.
Yeah, and make sure you're private. But yeah, it's all good.
Yeah. Oh, one that we forgot to mention yesterday because it was like a little blurb at the top of this sheet. But Dilbert. I'm not sure we mentioned it.
Dilbert.
But yesterday they were talking, or I think it was yesterday or the day before, they were talking about ICOs in the little cartoon comic strip. Dilbert used to have a TV show out. I'm showing my age again right now, but Dilbert, very popular cartoon for I don't know how long now. Yeah. They had a TV show. Yeah, they had. It's probably older than us. Yeah. But in their little comic strip, they had like a little three box window talking about ICOs. So. Once again, for people who probably are like, what the hell is Dilbert? Why do I care? ICO got it. Well, it's important because Dilbert reaches the masses. It literally reaches the masses. So, and it's been around forever. Sounds like.
Yeah, see, that's the good thing about our age. We saw like early stuff, and then when technology picked up, we were like in high school, so we were like really into it. So we saw it before, and Dilbert was the man back in the day.
Dilbert was the man.
He still is. It's a bunch of old people still read newspapers like, where's Dilbert?
You talk about mass adoption and money flowing back into into crypto. Dilbert is a way for that to happen. Once again, they were joking about the ICOs. Whatever is good just to give people that awareness so someone can read it and be like, what are they talking about?
So it's a real thing.
Google and boom. Yeah. And next thing you know, 3 weeks later, they're like, I just bought my first Bitcoin. Though in another month or two, it might be like, I bought my first 0.2 Bitcoin.
Yeah, exactly.
But we'll see.
That's how it goes.
So free Bitcoin yesterday. Who won?
The winner yesterday was Ebenezer. Thanks for that comment. We asked, what would you fork? And he had a funny comment about forking Fort Knox. The U.S. should fork Fort Knox gold and back in the dollar or a digital dollar. That's what he said as a joke. So, because that probably be the only way they can have any value with this inflated currency. So, good comment. I already sent that Bitcoin to him. So, appreciate that, Ebenezer.
And we sent the ones from the last couple days, right?
Yep. All right, everybody.
Everybody should have your Bitcoin in. Jameer Morrow said use Tor browser. Oh, to block the okay.
Yeah, Tor browser.
So somehow on Facebook, another person's telling us use your Tor browser, and that can block it as well. Of course, be careful on some of those Tor things because they've been getting mined up like crazy as well.
No problem.
Okay, and I'll update it. So anybody on iGo Live today? It looks like the app has still been going through some growing pains, so I'll update it in a bit, people. And for the free Bitcoin today, what are we doing?
For the free Bitcoin, everybody tweet Bittrex and ask them what's going on. tag us in it. So he'll tag me. No, I don't know. I was
no, don't do it.
Nah,
we need those accounts right now.
Yeah, it's whatever. But in the comments, leave your public address. But tell us because I really want to see. It's a lot of decentralized exchanges. Which one is the best? Give us a reason, because
here we go.
I've been researching, trying to figure out which ones I want to invest in long term, big amounts, and also use. And like I said, information wise, we can't know it all. So I'm sure there's some ones we don't know, different little quirks in it. Cause,
let us know. Let us know the best decentralized exchange for sure.
Oh yeah, I use like 7, but the thing is, it's like 25 out there. So so put it in the comments, put your public address, and we'll choose a winner for the free Bitcoin. Appreciate it.
All right, you here? Okay, I'm letting my eye go live. People know what's up since my app's jacking up right now.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so yeah, of course, do that for the free Bitcoin. And yeah, if you can, do like 5 quick minutes of research, people. And I'll tell you what, the best one, the one we picked, one of us will start using it as well, so we can really work out the kinks and figure out what's what with that exchange, and if it's actually worth putting a lot of money into. We'll do that.
I'll put the link for the shirt. I'll actually talk to the company that I'm getting these shirts and stuff from, try and get you all a free or 20% discount code. So yeah, I'll put that link in the video once we post it. So give me a second.
I'll tell you now, if you wear one of these Bitcoin shirts out, people, it's over.
Man,
every time we go out in LA, man, they flock to them. They're like, Bitcoin, like, you know about that, man? Like,
yeah, it's like
good stuff.
It's like an inside club, like Fight Club. Yeah.
Somebody asked about Litecoin. We kind of covered Litecoin a few times, but we're still bullish on it. It's good.
Yeah. Don't panic.
It's all good. It takes time. Everything takes time. Mm-hmm. We just went through a large growth period with Bitcoin. All eyes are on Bitcoin. Mm-hmm. We're going to holidays. Bitcoin. All eyes are going to be on Bitcoin still. Mm-hmm. And then after that, it's going to be alt time again. So just got to be patient with it right now. Mm-hmm. Next boom will come in the next few months.
Oh yeah.
And,
Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday, people. Till tomorrow. Take care.